Okay, I'm back. And it looks like everything's configured right. It looks like Final Fantasy's showing up. Okay. Should be good. Just gotta move my water because it's in the way. Okay, okay, card captor Kirby filled us in on why in the chat during the BRB about why Tahiti is French today but used to be British. The woman couldn't forge iron, so they noticed the British had iron nails and traded the nails for certain services. The British crew kept removing the nails holding the ship up, and the captain didn't want the ship to sink and be stuck at Tahiti, so he left the ships before the ship's integrity had to leave the island. So, the British had a ship that they were using to occupy the island. This light's really bright. That's better. The British had a ship they were occupying Tahiti with, and they didn't have adequate nails made of iron in Tahiti, the natives. So the women were accepting the nails as payment for their services. They were accepting the ship's nails as payment for their womanly services, and it got to the point that these men, these seamen on the boat, were so carnal, so full of beastly desires for these women from Tahiti that they were willing to tear the boat apart for their services. And the captain got out of there before it destroyed them all. Dylan followed up. It wasn't technically under British occupation, but was one of multiple British ships that went there to establish trade relations, and then the French took over during the Napoleonic Wars, though. Fact-checked by true American patriots. You've been fact-checked. I'm trying to remember what was going on. I think I'm trying to win over these assholes that live in the snow, and I think I'm getting there. Oh shit. Okay. They, okay, I understand. Can you get 10 minutes without a call? I'm sending you thoughts and prayers. So, you know, hopefully that works out for you. These guys are doing more damage than I thought they would. So you got what you wanted, but not. What does that mean? You got what you wanted, but not. What does that mean? Sorry, 1 second, I'm checking something. I'm just checking something in the analytics real quick. Okay, I think I'm just being paranoid. Alright, what do you mean you got what you wanted but not? Please follow up on that, Dylan. This one not of enemies? Oh, I understand. I understand what happened. It literally just was that one? Yeah, okay, only that one was booby-trapped. What do you mean you got what you wanted but not? Because you said that within less than 10 minutes. Have you good tidings to share? Better yet, stolen merchandise to show? God's bless you, friend. It's all here, every last but wait, the chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Holy hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Unless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me, Draconian Rose. This is the possession of Lord Francel. Perhaps this is not difficult to fathom. House Helenarte is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenarte. Your other instructions will need to be postponed as well. Introductions. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All must wait until this matter is resolved. So do they have something against Dragonians? Did I miss something? Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He's a goodly, righteous man who's wholly dedicated to the cause. I know because I served House Helenart for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the upcoming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Go. What is this other quest? Very much for your doings, and thank you, man, for the task. The west is Dazamel Darkhold, which was meant to serve as a new keep of Lord Dazamel. We're a friend to House Durandare. But before the masons and carpenters complete their work within the caves, hordes of village scent appeared and drove them out. In your since the creatures have consolidated their presence, and now since we officially petition your assistance in reclaiming the Darkhold, all arrangements have been made. You'll need to give your assent, speak with their Oifel at the ingress here with us, and she will tell you what you need to know. Okay. Just accept the blue quest as you see them, that's what I was told. Are they not... They're not in this wall. They're up there. Oh wait. No, this one's priority. Well, regardless, beyond the wall. Okay. Yo, card captor, you still there? You like Hamtaro? I took a peek at your profile picture. I'm always curious when someone follows, and I noticed Hamtaro. I got my wife a Hamtaro Nindoroid last year. Hamtaros. Yeah, you know the guy. You look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? Edelweiss, come in, Edelweiss. I see Sir Carolout has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Korthas since the calamity. You may speak freely here, for... That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. It's a matter It matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will be considered by many to be the proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has been suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I will do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see it may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harshfont of House Hortemps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Dylan, I saw you're playing Baldur's Gate 3. You never explained, before your comment, so I got what I want. You said, so I got what I want. Was that in regards to a break? Hitting my lunch stride. Okay, cool. So you're getting more than 10 minutes without a call now. I think Card Captor Kirby might have left for now. I hope they come back. You get a 5-minute push timer after each call. You need to get 15 total minutes after that timer to be able to set away for lunch prep. Wait, so if you kept getting calls without a 15-minute break total, is there a point where you don't get to take a lunch? Or is there a point where it's like, okay, even if you don't get lunch prep, whatever that is, then you can still take lunch? Like, I'm kind of confused. Don't forget to attune to the crystal. I like this place. Let's walk in and jump on the table. Around 5 minutes to the 15, you asked for 10 minutes more. Around 5 minutes to the 15, I asked for 10 minutes more. I set a lunch prep. I set for lunch prep at 12. Okay, I think I need to understand what lunch prep is. What is lunch prep? Is that a work thing, or are you literally just saying I started, like, preparing my lunch? The unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. You have come to pay respects. Be at ease. I'm not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray, tell me why you have come. If there's any justice in the world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. You meant to ask for 10 minutes more, but asked for just 10 minutes without a call. And that is what I got. I'm so confused, but I, trust at your word that this makes sense, and I just don't understand. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah yes, this letter was made without mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? This is like a 5th grade AG algebra problem, where the actual logic behind it is simple, but it's obfuscated, right? Lunch prep is 15 minutes before my actual lunch starts, where I don't need to accept another call. But what is lunch prep? Is that a company thing that happens, like a procedure that happens before lunch? Or is this like, you're putting your roast in the oven? What is lunch prep here? This enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthus before the calamity 5 years ago. I feel it may prove difficult to find any eyewitness to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Courtenay, we were embroiled in our own internal conflict at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality, almost at hostility, of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy of the guest of House Hortemps. They've talked about like 10 new houses in the past 5 minutes. It is the status I am in. It's like a team status. You're about to eat because your auntie made a vegan meal. You get a turkey burger. Turkey burger with boba tea. Are you vegan, or does your aunt just make you vegan meals? Salesforce. I've never interacted with Salesforce. Does Salesforce have like office technology like Microsoft Teams built in type of stuff? Like that's your messaging app? She makes vegan meals since she is a vegan, but you are not a vegan. You just get vegan meals. It is the work platform. Holy shit, plus 124, plus 101. Too bad I can't wear that. Yes. Lord Harshart has a proposal. I hope your meal is good. I hope your vegan meal is delicious. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, house for temps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance. However, that does not mean they are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I will be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I would be suspected to be quicker, more efficient if you were to make inquiries on your own. Lady Nine of mine own house for temps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Kravelin of House Helenart, can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you may pry from the scribe it may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durendaria? Really? Perhaps we'll be more accommodating when I inform you. Friend of House Fortemps, do not concern yourself with House Daymil. I shall contact them myself, see if the council of the three I mentioned return even finished. Are you still on the free trial? Okay, I'm still not totally clear on how this game works, right? I bought the game. I bought the base game. It came with some number of expansions. It definitely came with Heavensward, whichever it is. I don't remember if it came with the ones after that. So I'll have to buy expansions later. But it's not... This confuses me, right? Because I feel like you have to invest a lot of money in this game. You're buying the base game, you're buying the expansions, and you're paying a subscription. I don't think I'm on the free trial. I don't think I am. Regardless of if I am or not, I have paid too much money to say I'm on a free trial. If you've paid, then you are not on the free trial. Okay, cool, yes. I paid money, so I'm not on the free trial. This is not Final Fantasy VII. Although my character is wearing the Cloud Strife outfit that I got in the mail that is supposed to be Final Fantasy VII related. It's like Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Cloud and not Final Fantasy VII Cloud, and it's not Final Fantasy VII Remake Cloud, and it's not Final Fantasy The Calamity Crisis, or whatever the movie's called, Cloud, and it's not Smash Bros. Cloud, or Kingdom Hearts Cloud. It's Cloud from Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. And I'm wearing his clothes. You can... I was just asking Zach about this the other day. If, like... I'm getting all these, like, invitations in the chat about, like, free companies. And, I was like, am I missing out on any major features by not being in one of these? And I don't remember what the answer was, because the topic changed to something else. But I am more inclined to join one from someone I know, so I would love that. Thank you. I don't know if I'm gonna say Garbage wants people to know the real name in chat, but you have met them, yes. Yes, you do. I can, yeah, you do. I probably accidentally said someone's real name in chat several times already, though. I've been pretty not great about not saying people's real names. And not knowing when people don't want me to do that versus say the fakey name. I figured, I've been saying Dylan for a while now, and you didn't say anything, so I figured that was probably fine. Also, I've had your face on stream before, I believe, and your voice, so it's already a little too late there. Welcome to I hate the Z after the D. Zymel Darkhold. Built to withstand all Dravenian ploys and plans, there were natural caves behind me until House D began to enlarge, connect, and fashion them into a stronghold. Alas, an attack, the void struck, interrupting the work. Alas, and the confusion, Garleans infiltrated the keep. Alack, all in all, 'twas a fine mess. The Garleans eventually forced into a retreat, of course, but the voids didn't remain. And so the fortress goes uncompleted, a home for abominations. Woe is woe. Yet the war with the dragon rages, and we have no knives to spare for this noble mission. Here I am, strictly on a very long tea time arranged by Sir Carolout. Please see to these abominations, sir, adventurers, sir. I have much prowess with the paperwork, but you require aid of that sort. You don't care. You don't particularly care. Dylan, it's Jonah, okay? Some people are more sensitive about real name being used online versus not. So I generally err on the side of not, if I don't remember. Obviously, I'm not gonna say last names, at least on purpose. I've done it before by accident. I don't think I've ever said either of your names. It's a very short list of last names I've said by accident. But also, like, it's pretty rare I have more than 5 people here at a time. So, like, you're probably safe. Probably safe. You don't have enough clout in either direction to care. And it's interesting too, right? Because, like, you know, when I first started, like, exposing myself... That's not the right way to phrase that. When I first started streaming... like, exposing myself online. When I started streaming with Kristen, it was like, don't even mention the state we're in. Don't even mention North Carolina. Or whatever. Oh, don't talk about that restaurant that's, like... you know, down the street, because he'll know. And it's like, okay, first off, who knows? And second, we live in a town with, like, the population equivalent to several other states. Like several tens of thousands of people live around here, so it's like, who cares if people know I live near, like, this restaurant or whatever? No one's gonna find that out, and even if they did, no one cares. Oh, don't say the elementary school. Yeah, on camera. I mean, I'm sure if someone really wanted to fuck me over, they could probably, like, I don't know, look through county records and property taxes and use the time of day with, like, the angle of the sun shining through my curtain to determine my geolocation and like, you know, no one's totally invisible. No one's totally invisible. But I just don't think the risk is, like, high enough to worry that much about, as long as, you know, try to avoid last name is the main thing. Like, I'm willing to say the town, but, like, I think postal code is where I'm like, let's not do that. Postal code's narrowing it down a little too much. I gather you've been busy since we last spoke. Lord Harshfont's missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day, while in the short time since the Inquisitor Galamain arrived in Korthias, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If the Lord H wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost ship, then that is his choice. If he expects us to share in the folly, then it is truly blind to the present state of affairs. we once again have another quest in the style of person tells you to go ask for help from other people and they tell you fuck off. Which is so absurdly common in this game. I'm gonna take some fall damage and not die. And then yeah, right, like on camera, showing face on stream, it's not something that's necessary. Like a lot of people just don't have anything, and you know, people have the option of using a VTuber now, which is really cool to like sort of keep that window of privacy up. But I don't know, I was like, I have to have something, because I'm not a person where my speaking and my voice, I feel like, is enough to communicate the totality of what I'm thinking. I think there has to be something more than that, some sort of visual. And I just didn't want to invest in like a PNG or VTuber, and I'm worried about like the technical hassle it was going to constantly create. So I just kind of got over fear of being on camera. Not that I'm like still particularly comfortable with it, but I don't know, it's gotten better. I accepted that if I was gonna make this like a continued hobby, I was gonna have to have some sort of visual communication that like somehow gets physicality across, mannerisms, like facial expressions, I don't know. I don't know if I emote strongly enough for this to be worth it necessarily, but it makes me feel better, I guess. It makes me feel like things get across better. I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House H into chaos. We must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Sometimes I forget the doors open up and then I'm like, oh, I'm trapped. I wonder how many people the crossover actually got, like, how many people moved from playing Final Fantasy to Fall Guys. When you move in after that moves out, so you don't have to move to Princeton. Oh, 75% joke. I took that totally, like, deadly serious. But 25% real. When does your lease end? Is it like May? Hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortemps does. For if they did, I would definitely know as well. Topic on everyone's lips these days of what will become of our young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are strong overdue, given how many members of House H have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Here's the part of the quest where I report back to the original guy and say none of them will help me. July. It's a thought that entered your head. You haven't really considered if it's practical. Are you for sure? Like, are you leaving that apartment? Is that situation ending? Is that like for sure? By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use, nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Coerthas is consumed by talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. Hard question, Britain or France, which is better? Are you biased? Like, are you from either? You said bruv with a V earlier, which made me think you were from Britain. I've been to both. I went on a trip in middle school to London and France. Italy as well, but that's not part of the question. I had more fun in London. I had more fun touring the sites in London and like looking around the city. But the food was awful. The food was awful. France wasn't as interesting to me to tour. Obviously there's a few highlights. You know, Eiffel Tower and the Louvre and all that. But the food was a million times better. And like when I travel, food is a big part of it. Overall, I'm gonna give Britain the edge, just based off of my trip to London and Paris. And it wasn't the whole country, by the way. It wasn't like an extended tour of the country. It was just London and Paris. I'm gonna give London a slight edge, but Paris had way better food. I will say though, Italy blew both of them completely out of the water in every regard. Italy was awesome to tour, awesome to just be in, and the food was fucking mind-blowing. The food in Italy, like, there was nothing like it. You're American, but as a teen you went with your aunt alone in Paris, and your favorite was Dublin. I've never been to Dublin's Ireland, right? I've never been to Ireland. I would love to go to Ireland though. Like, me and some buddies went to Japan last year during the summer, and that was my first time traveling internationally in a while. You know, since getting like adult career money and being able to afford such things every now and then. And we want to go back to Japan. Like, it was just amazing. I kind of want to live there, but I probably won't. But I'm definitely going back several times in my life. But I can't just go to Japan over and over again. I think the next thing on my list is Ireland. Yeah. If we plan a trip to Ireland, Dylan would be considered. Dublin was more or less the same quality as Paris and London, but your Irish ancestry puts you at a bias for my ancestors. I also apparently have Irish ancestry. I think a majority of my genes come from Ireland. I don't think it shows though. I think I look more British and French. I don't know, but I don't think I look very Irish. But apparently I'm mostly Irish. I don't really have a preference though. I don't really have a connection to these places. Although I will say, I am very good at finding 4-leaf clovers. I've probably found over 100 4-leaf clovers in my life. And it's gotten less frequent as I've gotten older, but I think that's just because I'm in the grass looking at grass less often, right, than when I was a kid. I had this big collage of like maybe 20 to 30 4-leaf clovers that I had found, and I had them all taped there. And I put it in a big book in my parents' house to press it, and now I can't find it. I don't know what book I put it in, I don't know where it is, and I'm so sad. I had another personal request to make of you at Consorn's Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motive, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel party requires assistance. God, I want to go back to Japan so bad. How long have they been here? We left the observatorium, the people were not friendly, though even here you can feel eyes upon us. We're not safe. We came to find an airship, yet now we're in the middle of Ishgardian affairs. Gods, if Alice were here, I would never hear the end of it. mount. I don't know what the food scene is like in Ireland. I'm very curious about that. Oh fuck, do I have to go through the town? I do. I've probably heard this Fall Guys theme more from Final Fantasy XIV now than I have from Fall Guys. What's with the Fall Guys music? Here, let me show you. Give me a second. I got the category is still Kirby. It's Final Fantasy XIV. You might have to refresh. But yeah, I got this Fall Guy. They had a crossover event like right around the time I started playing the game, and I did that. And I got this guy, this bean fellow that follows me around. And I got the mount that's like some, I don't know. I don't remember that mount, that like rhinoceros being in Fall Guys back when I played Fall Guys. But there is like a rhinoceros mount. The event's over now, unfortunately, but it was actually pretty fun in my opinion. Apparently a lot of people hated it. I didn't have an issue though. I guess I didn't play it at its peak though, because like, it wasn't the total number of people that would normally be playing it, it was like 10. Hold on, just checking something real quick in another tab. Just checking some stuff. It's okay. How was your lunch? Oh, what was the vegan meal of the day? This guy's dying. Who goes there? No, stay back, the fiend is still here. Oh shit. Oh shit. I like the like harpsichord music. Oh, I used that wrong. He's dead. Aid Francel's Knights. Are you alive? I heard the beast cries from over yonder. Is Lord Francel safe? Bless you, sir. Bless you. Unfounded. Oh yeah, yesterday off stream I did the last not the last, I did the next Black Mage quest and I unlocked trees, but I'm not quite sure how it works. Wonton soup with vegan ingredients. Wonton soup is good. Would not mind some wonton for lunch. Foolish thing to do, I know, but I hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House H that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches, and I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. Even though my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Dokely. You say so. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? I see a reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final fight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. It is not a not unreasonable fear given the zeal of which Inquisitor G has conducted his investigations. In any case, we wish to attain his testimony. We must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. It was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, and someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who carry goods across Coerthus, and so we might have some inkling of who could be responsible. Worms. Feral Croc. Look at that guy. He has his nostrils above his eyes. That's rancid. Recommend. Someone tampering with shipments? Fury strike me down if all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House H man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters were what bringing the shipment did, though. I know most of them work the trade routes. I've never caused to question their faith, but it wasn't them neither. And your guess is as good as mine, after all. Most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Could it have been the fellows who were responsible for the inspections? Ashgardian Knights and Inquisitors, a lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. I reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspect. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Dragonhead from White Brim this eve. You might consider having a word with them. Back and forth, back and forth. Second, I'm just looking up a list. The game goes into like half frames per second when I click into other windows. I'm just like formulating a stopping point of like, I at least want to get here for today in terms of the quest list. I want to get to one called Heretics Among Us. At the very least. The apathetic porter. Beg your pardon, you suspect report has been prancing draconian rosaries in the House H shipment? What nerve if you truly believe such nonsense? Search our parcels. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the knight at White Broom Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. It's the knight at White Brim Forest. White Brim Front, then. And if I had been culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord H, I will not be held accountable for this. It's this knight at White Brim, then. Whoever that is, wherever that is. Something happened outside. I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge this was no more than a crass attempt to sully House H's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone if you did. Lord Bransdale's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we were to clear his name. In the eyes of God than men. Okay. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House H were heretics. At last, we can give the lies to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will seek to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, you have to bear my words to Inquisitor Brigi. Tell her that House Fortemps asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Look at these guys. They're so in sync. That person was backwards long jumping up that staircase. Who exactly am I supposed to talk to? Be in there. Maybe not. I haven't checked delivery today. Nothing. Oh, up top. Reggie's on the bridge. What is it, my child? Lord H would have Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor G presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, as Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Helon's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. So, if he's a witch, he floats, and we kill him. And if he sinks and dives, then he's innocent. It's that type of logic. They've taken Lord Franzel to witch trap. This is madness. The Inquisitor should not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. I will dispatch you and one of my knights to witch trap to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Gilaim in person. I will not endeavor to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep him alive. Whoops. Over there. Need to go out the back of the town. See, Lord Franzel yet lives. Does he? Oh, over there, okay. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must be prepared to defend ourselves. Duty calls, commence battle. Yes. Commence the fighting. Jocelyn, Charlemagne, Franzel de Alenard, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for alone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Helone's halls, and the wicked shall reveal their draken forms and be put to the sword. Yeah, it's literally the Witch River treatment. In the name of House Fortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we come on behalf of Lord H. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests charges against Lord Franzel are without merit. We humbly request these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord H has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. And defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. Die. We must hold them until Lord H's arrival, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Oops. I got some bad muscle memory right now. I'm having to rearrange my hotbar, so sometimes I'm not casting spells when in the right stance. Lord H is come. He has come. What's happening? Cool music. This guy's pissing me off. Oh shit. Okay. Uh-oh. You're not firing. I don't know how I lost focus. Am I not doing damage to this thing? So they summoned this dragon, right? They summoned this dragon. Like blowing apart their whole narrative. Why did that not fire off? Is he running? You are dead. And this creature is running away. And he dropped a rosary. Ooh. We all know what that means. It's not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. This trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House H. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor. Set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man, what proof have you this? Check this out. Dropped. By the fury, a draconian rosary, then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. Heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights, this has grave implications. Second, just checking something again. Second. Okay, got it. Claims you would have merit, Lord H. I would withdraw my charges against Lord Francel pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which brought you to Carthage. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Lord H, I have not the words to express my gratitude. But why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House H. Praise Halloween, it did not come to that, but it profits little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you've recuperated. Oh, might be coming up on a good point to take a BRB. You look well. What may I say? May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, but I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. Lord Hortenson, House Helenart, shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take a BRB here.